Feeds it ahead. Victor Rask getting back for Carolina around the boards. Nice pinch by Carl Gunnarsson. He goes to the corner. The Blues keep it deep. Paul Stastny gets the inside track on Ryan Murphy. Shattenkirk forces the issue. Tarasenko from the point. Turned out by Hudobin.
He had a chance to get it out, and he wasn't able to, and the Blues had about 40 seconds of a solid attack.
On back of the goal, Steve Ott. Marcel Gotch, the new center in the fourth line. They score! Right out in front, Ryan Reeves. Right on the spot as they continue that down-low dominance. And the Blues strike first.
This is Ryan Reeves' second goal in as many games. Watch him right here. As he's just, in a good, responsible spot as the high forward. Excuse me, that was not him. It was just a 3-on-3 down low, and Ott with a behind-the-back pass. And your fourth line scores a goal.
It's in 8 straight games. TJ Oshie with Alex Steen. The late guy, Pietrangelo, blocked by Justin Falk. Alex Pietrangelo in control. Backes scores just like that. 2-0 St. Louis.
A tough pinch at the offensive blue line leads to transition for St. Louis. And now let's just watch this soft little area here that Backes finds, and that is a heck of a release. Heck of a release. Pietrangelo, a defenseman, way down low, looping. There wasn't any stopping and starting. But I think the key component there, and Skinner was involved, Sekera was involved, was a bad pinch without a cover-up.
Tarasenko right off the goalpost. Otherwise, it's 3-0 St. Louis.
Success came when he misfired.
Tarasenko with a bid caught by Cam Ward, and they'll slow it down with 10:52 left to go in period 1. The aforementioned Tarasenko. Gleason going down. Tarasenko a steal off of Gleason one more time. They'll hand it off to Jaden Schwartz. Schwartz now with a tight turn on Riley Nash. Schwartz in control. Barrett Jackman hammers one off the pad of Cam Ward.
He was finished nicely there.
The first 6 shots of this game belong to St. Louis and 2 goals. Now Falk with a bid. He scores on number 1. Justin Falk, as that shot had eyes. And the Hurricanes cut the lead in half.
What more can Brad Malone do? He's on the goal line, and now he's going to be exactly where he needs to be to take away the eyes of Jake Allen. Allen goes down, and that makes the screen even more effective, and Justin Falk scores his second wrister in as many games. Falk up top.
Goes to work. His shot nullified by Kevin Shattenkirk. He wipes it through the blue. Moving down now is Tarasenko. Ahead of him, Riley Nash. Nash back to the point. Hainsey, here it comes. Knocked down. Loose in the slot and covered up by Jake Allen. Along the wall, Eric Stahl looking for Jordan. Right out in front, a good defensive stick by Alex Steen ahead of Yuri Tlusty. David Backes taken down. Play will continue. At the point, Falk with a bid. Stopped by Allen a couple of times. He got the rebound off the stick of Jordan Stahl. Ryan Murphy along the wall. Held in by Joakim Lindstrom. Now Reeves with a shot blocked in front by Murphy. Controlled by Lindstrom. To the outside. His bid swallowed by Cam Ward. And we get a stoppage. 5 to Alex Steen. Lift across for Jay Bouwmeester. His top line gets out for Ken Hitchcock. And they have recorded 55 points across the board in their last 13 games. Jordan Stahl, there's a chance. Tlusty shut down by Jake Allen. Right to the outside. He'll grind it back. A steer by Steen. Jackman looking for Steen. Good stick on the way through by Carolina. Now Cole tipped right on. Ward said no. Off Backes. Now Steen to the outside. Jackman a bid. Tip. Ward again makes the save. The rebound. Off the side of the goal from TJ Oshie. In wild card situations as it comes all the way back. Eric Stahl forcing Kevin Shattenkirk. They battle in back of Jake Allen. It's dug out here. Played along by Tlusty. Eric off of Allen a couple of times. Good job by Jake Allen.
The Flames play last night. They lost to Devin Dubnyk in the Minnesota Wild, but I mean, they emptied the sink. I mean, they've played very well under Bob Hartley, very well.
Alex Steen with a shot stopped by Ward. He loses control of the rebound, but he froze the puck as the net came off the pegs. The Blues now will get it deep.
Well, Carolina much improved defensively, since the first 5 minutes.
Marcel Gottsch. Back to the point. Pietrangelo off the pad of Cam Ward. Steve Ott, the follow-up off a body off Bouwmeester. On the breaks. Now he's checked by Jordan Staal. Alex Steen out in front. A good stick by Falk. And the intended receiver was David Backes. In control now, Steen. Off of Ward. It goes high in the air. Controlled by David Backes.
He's going to become one of the equipment managers on the Blues staff with the way he's playing with his father in attendance. I'm sure Marty Brodeur is already thinking about that as a new advisor.
That's right. Now Nathan Gerbe dancing on Marcel Gottsch. Out in front. Allen got a piece of it. Gottsch in control. Out of the corner, Oshie, along with Alex Steen and Paul Stastny now. Lays it back for Shattenkirk, interrupted by Riley Nash, and out they come. Nathan Gerbe goes wide. His shot denied by Jake Allen. He'll move it along. Staal brothers along with Jeff Skinner up front. Murphy, who has it. Nash now does at the other point. Murphy, a one-timer tipped. They score! Traffic again out in front. And the initial shot taken by Ryan Murphy. Carolina has tied the game.
Boy, even when the Hurricanes have had a tough time of it on their power plays, they've gotten possession off of faceoffs. Did you see the work there from Eric Jordan and then Jeff Skinner? They actually didn't win the draw. Ryan Murphy's ready to shoot the puck, and it's the high tip.
Passed all the way back on a tip and back out to neutral ice, and Ryan Murphy is in control.
You know what's amazing? That goes off of Backes' stick. We noticed in St. Louis. He uses a special stick for penalty killing.
Nathan Gerbe on the off wing. His shot! Jake Allen got a piece of it. Gerbe back out. Shattenkirk in control. Carl Gunnarsson. Out to center, Ty Ratty. Throws on the break, swings it across for Gunnarsson. He has a lane, here it comes! Caught off by Ward. The rebound kicks around. Working Stastny one more time. Eric on the exchange, blocked in front by Jay Bouwmeester. Jaden Schwartz out to the center zone. Hainsey came up strong on Tarasenko. A shot! Cam Ward says no. That chance came out of nowhere for Paul Stastny. And Justin Falk. Terry just by Skinner and all the way back out.
Boy, that's encouraging for Skinner. Let's see if it carries over to the third. Not only shooting the puck, but getting to the dangerous areas.
Over the line, Carolina crossing with Nash. His shot kicked out nicely by Jake Allen. Stolen. Going to work here, Elias Lindholm, but he lost control. Ryan Reeves. Now Pietrangelo through the middle. It's Ott. To the outside it goes. The shot taken. Cam Ward says no. And the opportunity that time for Marcel Gottsch. Hung by Backes, but not deep enough. Andre Sekera goes D to D. Now Falk. A long pass for Victor Rask. The youngster in the zone. His shot snared by Jake Allen. Will step aside. Of Carl Gunnarsson. Cross corner. It stays in play. Oshie left it there. Moving back is Brad Malone for Carolina. Given a shove by Backes, a turnover. Jackman goes high. Trouble brewing here. Ward shuts the door on Steen. The first opportunity from him back. St. Louis 8-0-1 in their last 9 as Allen denies that shot taken by Ryan Murphy. Gottsch moves it across. Here's a chance for Reeves. He's in. Cam Ward says no. Holding his ground on Ryan Reeves. Reeves again. He'll dangle it back. Jackman with a shot. Fought off by Ward. Loose at the side of the goal, and Carolina gets to it. Through center. Controlled nicely by Paul Stastny. He'll lift it in. Knocked ahead by Ward. Leeson fights off Stastny. He stays with it. It pops out. Tarasenko off the pads of Ward. Bouwmeester off the stick of Vlad to the corner. Lindstrom has it for St. Louis. By Ty Ratty and back out. Played along by Hainsey. Jeff Skinner one more time. Nash at his side. Riley Nash for Skinner. His shot. Good save by Jake Allen. Now for the Blues. Moves it by Chris Terry all the way back in the Kane zone. Andre Sekera finished off by Dmitry Ashkin. Skating out is Justin Falk, and he's flying. To the outside. His shot hung on to by Jake Allen. Blustered a bit by Eric Staal, and now you're looking at TJ Oshie. This way and over the line is Jaden Schwartz. He'll pull up off the stick of Eric. He'll get it back. Moving along now. Shot taken by Paul Stastny. Stopped by Ward. He has the rebound. They hack and whack at it. Cam Ward in control. Brad Meyer, one of the two referees tonight, came over. Now he has a chat with Bill Peters off the draw. Eric Stahl has it. They'll shoot it ahead, and that'll do it. Each team has secured 1 point in the standings. Carolina. Murphy coming back. 2:37 left in it. Carried out by Riley Nash. He'll swoop through center, get some room. Lay it back for Skinner. Skinner with a shot. Stopped by Allen. Shattenkirk will start again. 2:20 on the clock. Here's Gunnarsson. Carl Gunnarsson floats it across for Backus. His bid caught off by Ward. Controlled that time by Ron Hainsey. Out by Shattenkirk. 4 seconds left. Rask with a shot. It tips astray at the horn, and we go to shootout. Now it's Kevin Shattenkirk, the All-Star. U.S.-born defenseman on Cam Ward. Bullseye for Kevin Shattenkirk. St. Louis goes up by 1 in the shootout.
He scored opening 3 guys, and he actually varies up his move. He scored on a deke last night. Here, he scored.
The game on his stick, walks in, denied by Jake Allen. That'll do it. The St. Louis Blues win both games of the season series, both in the shootout. The final count tonight will be the Blues 3 and the Hurricanes 2.